You are looking at a pristine digital stress simulation, sitting right next to the physical part it represents. The digital rendering looks absolute, but the margin between that colorful heat map and the physical metal is where engineering actually happens. Large language models can now write the scripts required to generate these simulations in a matter of seconds. For practicing engineers, the appeal is immediate. Setting up a complex model requires scripting in niche, older languages like APDL, or using deep library wrappers like PyMapDL. Bypassing hours of tedious syntax checking with a single plain language prompt sounds highly efficient. The code we write dictates the physics applied to heavy machinery, structural load bearings, and pressurized systems. In these environments, script errors manifest as mechanical failures and compromised safety. In standard software development, bad code usually announces itself. It throws an exception, halts the compile process, and prints a red error message telling you exactly what went wrong. A computational physics solver operates by a different set of rules. It is a mathematical engine designed to process whatever numerical matrices it receives. If you feed it flawed setup code, it does not halt. It runs cleanly, finishes the calculation, and presents entirely false physics as absolute truth. To understand the risk, we have to separate general-purpose coding assistants, like GitHub Copilot, from vendor-specific tools embedded directly into the software. Vendor tools, like the Ansys Engineering Copilot, are heavily constrained. They are designed to surface documentation, answer interface questions, and guide workflows. They do not claim to autonomously set up and validate complex physics simulations on their own. The hazard emerges when engineers use general-purpose language models to draft raw solver scripts. The simulation consultancy PADT recently documented a clean test case of exactly this workflow. An engineer asked the AI to write an Ansys APDL script that would extract nodal displacements across a modal analysis, normalize those numbers, and write them to a clean text file. In under a minute, the model produced a complete, plausible script. It had a logical structure, it contained loops, and it included file writing commands. For generating boilerplate structure and getting unstuck on formatting, that speed is highly valuable. To an inexperienced user or a junior engineer under a tight deadline, the script looked finished and ready to deploy into a live production model. The author noted that the AI got him roughly 90% of the way there, but that remaining 10% was filled with subtle, plausible hallucinations that only deep domain expertise could catch. This split-screen diagram compares a standard coding error on the left with the AI's generated simulation script on the right. Notice how the Python side aggressively stops the process, while the APDL side smoothly passes a logic error forward. The AI's first mistake was using a single argument command for selecting results. Ansys specifically requires a two-argument form when extracting modal results. The single argument looked correct, but structurally it was entirely invalid for the requested physics. Then, look closely at this data retrieval line. The AI miscounted the commas. APDL is a comma-delimited language, meaning that spacing dictates the structure of the data arrays. Missing a single comma silently shifts the entire index. You end up pulling numbers from the wrong column, quietly corrupting the mathematical meaning of the entire dataset. Next, the AI hallucinated the conditional logic. It wrote an if-then statement using the syntax of mainstream programming languages, rather than the highly unusual conditional formatting this specific macro language demands. Finally, the AI selected a file writing command designed for an entirely different purpose, guaranteeing that the final output text would be unreadable garbage. None of these errors were obvious. They were hidden inside confident, professionally formatted lines of code. Because they were formatted so cleanly, each error allowed the script to run at least partway. The program would begin calculating, masking the fact that the underlying data flow was already compromised. These syntax hallucinations mimic plausible commands just closely enough to bypass standard compiler checks. The script executes, and the engineer is left entirely blind to the corruption inside the model. In finite element analysis, we call this the silent failure. The script runs, the software doesn't crash, but the resulting physics are completely disconnected from reality. The solver itself is mathematically blind. It does not know if you applied a boundary condition backwards, or if you mismatched inches and millimeters in the setup variables. If an AI hallucinates an API call that commands the mesher to apply a coarse, inaccurate grid over a critical stress point, the software will not throw a warning code. The solver simply takes the flawed setup and flawlessly calculates the wrong physics. The output is a visually confident, mathematically converged 3D rendering that hides a completely broken premise behind pretty colors. Compare that to the messy reality of data logging. The real numbers often reveal what the polished 3D render conceals. Relying on an AI to write the setup removes the essential friction of the job. That friction is exactly what forces an engineer to deeply understand the physical reality they are simulating. The constructive way to use these tools today is to treat the AI as a fast but entirely untrusted junior drafter. The first mandatory step is reading every single generated line. If the AI writes a block of code, you verify it word by word. You must run a diff on the generated script against the software's actual technical documentation to ensure the arguments exist and are ordered correctly. Traditional physical verification practices are the primary safeguard against error. They are the baseline requirements for ensuring an automated script hasn't introduced a hidden defect. You must execute sanity checks by comparing the digital output against fundamental hand calculations. If the solver says a beam deflects by a foot and your pencil math says a millimeter, the AI setup is wrong. You test the generated code on a known baseline physical case before ever letting it touch a live, complex production model. Tactile measurements and rigorous unit audits are your only true defense against an algorithmic scaling hallucination. Standard engineering checks, like mesh sensitivity analysis, remain strictly required to ensure the AI did not trade necessary geometric resolution for calculation speed. Generative AI speeds up the typing, but it makes traditional engineering rigor strictly mandatory to prevent a catastrophic real-world failure. When you do write a prompt, give the model exact context. Provide the exact solver version, the required unit systems, and strict parameters for the task. A vague, single-sentence request will always yield vague, dangerous code. Better context will yield a much cleaner first draft, but remember that the liability never shifts to the machine. The assistant accelerates the drafting process, but the engineer alone validates the truth. To learn more about safely integrating these tools into your workflow and mastering the verification practices that catch these errors, visit ProReadyEngineer.com. AI technology will continue to improve, and what is rough today will be smoother next year. But the professional discipline of physical verification does not expire.